Hey everyone, Jason here, aspiring entrepreneur and digital marketing consultant. And in this OptimizePress tutorial, you're going to learn how to create your very own OptimizePress membership portal from scratch. This is the exact same quick start process I've used to create our own membership websites as well as membership websites for clients relatively effortlessly. And you can check out the links in the description to see a timestamp table of contents so you can skip around this tutorial to get all of your questions answered. Or if you're coming back and you need to jump to a specific section, make sure you check out those links. So by the end of this tutorial video, you will have everything you need to build your own free or paid or some combination of the two membership website. And you'll also have links in the description to download all of the templates that you will see in this tutorial. So with that, let's go ahead, dive into my screen.
Now, before we dive into building all of the fun pages and setting up the access and the restriction, I want to walk through a couple of slides here going through how the OptimizePress member plugin works and how it handles membership levels and membership packages. So the reason we're going to go through this is, number one, I get a lot of questions about this. And number two, I want to make sure that we set up our membership website with plenty of room for growth in the future, because it's really easy to get halfway down the road in building your products or services and then all of a sudden realize that you have to completely redo your membership structure. So this is going to save you a lot of pain and headache in the future. So bear with me with this explanation. So OptimizePress operates with two systems for protecting and organizing your content. The first system is the membership levels, and this is what we're going to start with first. And I'm actually going to recommend splitting up the way you use each membership level. And so we're going to use this color coding system moving forward. So what's unique about Optimize Member is anyone who has access to level 3 will have access to everything in level 2 and level 1, which is great if you have a sequential membership and it goes from 1 to 10, and someone at level 10 should have access to everything else that's on your membership website. Chances are that's probably not how you want to set up your membership website, and you probably have individual products or services that you want to offer along the way that are independent of this hierarchical membership level structure. So what you can do is, what I recommend is on the onset is plan for individual products and services that aren't part of a sequential membership. So membership level 0 is always for free things. You don't even really have to use it. Most people don't. Then levels 1 and 2 leave open for courses or products and mini ebooks or services that are standalone. So they're never going to be a part of a sequential membership. And then start your membership levels at level 3. So level 3, 4, and 5 are membership level 1, 2, and 3. And this works because of packages. Now, I know I just doubled the amount of stuff that's on the screen, so bear with me here. I'm going to go through a very basic example of how this plays out and how this works. Table of contents in the description to come back to this, or skip ahead if you already understand how this works. So what we have here on the right-hand side are membership packages, and the left-hand side is the membership levels that we just went through. So what's nice about packages is they operate independent of the hierarchical structure that we have here on the left-hand side with membership levels. That means when you have membership level 1 and you provide package 1, the mini product, only people who are specifically given access to this package will have access to everything that you assign to that package. So what does that mean? That means you could have 2 people sign up for membership level 1. And what's important to note is you have to assign a membership level to people. You can't just give people packages, which is why we have to go through this process. So let's say you have mini product, you have $7 mini product 1, and you have $47 front end product 1. When you create your checkout process, whichever payment integration you're using, when someone goes to purchase the $7 mini product, what you do is you give them access to membership level 1, and then you select package 1 $7 mini product. When someone goes to purchase your $47 front-end product, you give them access to membership level 1 again, but this time, instead of giving them access to the $7 mini product, you give them access to the $47 front-end package. And now 2 people are in the same membership level, but they have different access. And you can do this as many times as you want. I just broke it up into one, and you can actually do this with just one membership level, but I chose to break it into two just to give you more room and flexibility. And also with email integrations, as you'll see later in the tutorial, it makes a lot of sense to just break these up into two. So that way, any product that's less than $97, you give them access to membership level 1, and then you give them access to whatever package you have here. And now they can log in. There's one membership website for everything, and if they purchase multiple products or services from you in the future, there's one login and they have access to all of it, but they only have access to the packages that they bought. So you have a tremendous amount of flexibility when it comes to providing bonus products and services. So that is as fast as I could go through that. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like inside of OptimizePress Member. So right now I'm in general settings of OptimizePress Member, and I've opened define membership levels and packages. And as you can see here, we have level 0 all the way to level 5, 6, and down to 10. So what we have here on the left-hand side of the slideshow is the membership levels. And what we have on the right-hand side is the membership packages. Now, what you can do is come down here and add a new package. And so these packages will operate independent of all of these sequential memberships. And as we go through, I'll show you some examples. But for example, here we have Authority Builder 20. So whenever someone's checking out, I can say, give them access to Act Agency Level 1 and give them access to the Authority Builder package, right? Just like I could come up here and say, give them access to Aspire Elite Level 2 and give them access to Authority Builder 1. So you can provide access to packages completely independent of whatever membership level they are signing up for. And so now that you kind of hopefully have a good idea of how you're going to set up your membership site, and you're going to leave space for these packages and future products and services and upgrades, let's go through the rest of the membership settings and then dive into building the pages. Again, table of contents if you want to skip around. So we already went through the membership levels, which is kind of the most important part when you're first getting started. Then you can set up your list and autoresponder integrations. And essentially, this is where you say, hey, when someone gets access to level 1, 3, or 5, this is the list I want you to add them to. Now, there is something to note here. You can't add people to lists based upon the packages that they purchase, which is a large part of why you saw that level 1 and 2 I separated out for different price points, just because it's an easier way to segment your list, even though you don't know exactly what product or service they purchase. So we'll go ahead and go down membership options and redirect page. This is where if someone clicks on something that they don't have access to, I recommend setting this to the login page. So whenever someone tries to get to something they're not supposed to, it just sends them back to the login page. You can get really granular and detailed depending upon packages and membership sites, but I just like to keep it simple, send it back to the login page. That way they can either log in to access what they're trying to access, or the navigation links will still be there for them and they can just go back to whatever part of the site that they actually have access to. The members homepage, this is something that you can get advanced with as well, and you can actually set up separate homepages for each membership level. Personally, I recommend when you're just getting started, getting this off the ground, set it to the lowest homepage possible. So I have the Aspire Notebook, and then I have a couple membership levels after that. So I actually set the homepage to the Aspire Notebook, and I'll show you in the navigation how I set it up so people can always easily get to the products that they've paid for. Email configuration, this is just where you put in your email stuff for when WordPress sends emails on your behalf. Open registration is something interesting. Pretty much leave this off. This allows people to sign up for your WordPress site for free. However, as you'll see when I show you how to set up a free registration form, that will actually bypass this. So just leave this off for security reasons. 3 more things to look at here. First, member profile modifications. You'll notice here there's a top bar, a black bar at the top because I'm in WordPress. I'm going to go to a membership page and you can see there's still a black bar. And what you want to do is essentially you don't want members to be able to see this black bar and go in and edit their account information, go ahead and make sure you just leave this at yes. It's a better way to just protect the security of your site. One-time offers, this is another advanced thing you can do. You can actually provide a one-time upsell based upon what other product or service someone is accessing. So if they're logging in for the first time, you can show them a one-time offer to say, hey, upgrade your access to, level 2 for, 50% off or something. And what's cool about this is if they don't take you up on it, then it really is a one-time offer. It just doesn't show up again. So that's another advanced thing. The other thing of note is the anti-spam security key. You want to go ahead and set this up if you're going to be doing a free registration form, which is what I'm going to talk about now. So if you want to set up a membership level, go back to the top. So if you want to set up a membership level 0 and you want to have free subscribers like what we've done with our site, you'll actually want to go over to PayPal options, and you're going to go to PayPal Pro free registration forms. And this is a little piece of custom code. You're going to copy this little code, and then you're going to go over to the page that you want the form to show up on. You're going to choose the custom HTML shortcode element, and then you're going to go ahead and hit paste. Now, you'll see this CAPTCHA code on the end that I've actually deleted, and that's why I pointed out the extra security. You want to make sure that's all set up correctly before you include this little line of text at the end of it. And that's just because if you haven't made sure that you have an updated version, then your sign-up form is not going to work. Personally, we got sick and tired of it breaking, so I actually just took that out. So as you can see, all you needed to do here is delete this little last piece, and you are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and X out of that, and I'll show you what the form actually looks like. So it'll show up like custom HTML element, and you'll just go ahead and click save and close. And then your registration form will look something like this. They'll be able to enter their name and create a username and password, and then they'll have access to your free version of your membership website. Do not use this if you want to do a trial. Definitely use the paid forms and check out the OptimizePress guides on how to do that. This is for a actual free membership website where there is no trial, there is no limited time. This is just for a membership website that is going to be free forever. And now we are finally ready to create our pages. So in the Aspire notebook, link in the description, you'll have access to all of the templates that I use in this tutorial. So you'll scroll, the first thing you'll want to do is upload those templates. So you go to the Aspire notebook. Let's see, I think I have it here, and it will be under product machine. By the way, this is all free. And then build your membership website. There will be a link to all of the new templates as well as links to the old templates if you'd like to do a different style. So you'll have quite a bit of choices in terms of how you want to design your membership website. So you go ahead and download those zip files, and then you'll browse and upload them here, and then you'll scroll all the way down to membership pages, and you'll go ahead and choose the template. So I'm going to just pretend that this is the template that I'm going to use and just go ahead and give it a name. Login page is the first page we're going to create. So I'd go ahead and click create, and then the template will load. So when you're using, I'm just going to assume you're using this template or one very similar. And so the couple of things for your login page, you really don't have to change much on it because most of the work's been done for you. Over here on the right-hand side, we have the membership login form element, and this is something that's standard across all OptimizePress membership websites. It's just a form that someone can log in, and when you're putting this together, it'll show a picture of you and these options because obviously you're the WordPress admin. It's always going to show you as logged in all the time. You're going to want to come over here to this section, and what I really like having is saying, hey, welcome, enter your account information to the right, and then I have a first time here. So this is why I like setting the login page as the redirect. So if they get redirected and they really are confused, just put your support email right in here and they can contact you to get help. Or if they were trying to access something they weren't supposed to have access to, you have the section down here, not a member yet, and all you need to do is change the link URL, click here to get access to whatever your landing page or sales page is, and now you've kind of killed 3 birds with 1 stone. You have a login page, you have a place where they can get support, and then you also have a place where if they aren't a member, they can go purchase access. And this kind of helps cut down on the number of pages that you have to set up. And so, of course, you can change all of the elements or colors that you want. We've actually chosen this blue color after quite a bit of research on psychology of color and the calming effect this hue of blue actually has, but you're more than welcome to change it it to your colors. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish here because in order to create your menus, the pages actually need to be published inside of WordPress. So I'm going to click publish, save, and continue. Okay. And then we're going to go up to layout settings, and I'm going to point out a few things, and then we'll make our first navigation menu. So what you're going to want to do is, of course, select a file or just remove for your logo, or just remove the image that's there. You can change the blue color if you'd like, update the logo link to your homepage or the sales page or landing page of your membership site. And then I like having the navigation bar alongside the logo, and you'll see why this is really helpful, especially if you're going to have multiple membership levels or multiple products and services. And so here, the membership navigation I have here is 3 all courses. So let's go ahead and jump over to menus to show you how to set this up, and then we will come back. And this is why you want to make sure you hit publish before you do this step. So make sure you've hit publish. Now we're going to go over to menus, and you get to menus by going back to your WordPress dashboard, and then you go to appearance, and then you go menus, and you're going to get something that looks like this. And you're going to go ahead and click create a new menu. And to help you stay organized, I recommend adding 3 in front of it. 3 is just product for, our Act business system. So 3 all courses, and I'm just going to put in parentheses example. That way I don't get messed up later on. And we're going to go ahead and click create menu. And now what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to add your login page. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the menu. Edit the navigation label because we don't want the navigation to be an_template-3 membership login page. That's going to be really confusing. So we're just going to call it member login, save menu. And now as you create additional products and services in the future, you're just going to add those links to this menu. And so if we go back to the example that we have here, I can refresh the page. And once you refresh and reload the page, now you can see here all courses example, the one we just made. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that menu and go ahead and click update. And now you're going to see Aspire Notebook and Authority Builder will disappear. I'm going to go ahead and click reload, but it's still going to say member login. And so now in the future, when you create a new product or service, you can come over here to menus and you can add that homepage to this member navigation. And what this does is it allows your members to have easy access to all of their products and services in one place, irrespective of what membership site or what product they're looking at. So for example, this is another login page that we have. You can see it has members logins, and then it has Authority Builder and Aspire Notebook. So if they're in the Aspire Notebook and they scroll up, you can see it's still the same menu. If they're in Authority Builder, you can see it's still the same menu. And the sub menu that we'll set up later has to do with the individual course or product package or membership site, as you can see. So it's also very convenient because OptimizePress is automatically going to hide these links when they don't have access to it. So if someone has access to just the Aspire Notebook, Authority Builder would not show up. And that is what we're doing when we're creating this message. So let's say, for example, we already have Aspire Notebook set up. So all we need to do is I'm going to search for Aspire, and I'm going to go ahead and add to the menu. And I'm going to put member login as the last one. And this is just an example if I make another product or service. So now we can go back to our membership login page. I'm going to go ahead and click save and continue. And then I'm going to refresh the page, reload. And now the Aspire Notebook link is going to pop up. And so when you have this menu across all of your pages, it's automatically going to be added everywhere. And that's really the power of using menus in your membership website. And that's why I really highly recommend using menus as a way to have people navigate throughout the courses, because that way you don't have to go, I don't have to come in and add another link to the Aspire Notebook on every single page previously. It's just up there and it will be there for all of the future pages that I set up. So that is all there is to it to setting up the membership login. So I'm just going to save and continue one more time. You can't save too much. And then we go back to the page creation, choose our next template, go ahead and give it a name and a URL, and then we click create page. Of course, I already have the template pulled up. So this is the membership homepage template that you have access to and you can download. And there are a couple of things here. You'll notice, number one, the navigation bar is the same at the top. So if we need to, we obviously need to change the navigation to the one we just set up. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to leave all that the same. And navigation bar alongside logo, I'm going to change it to all courses example. And then I'm going to go ahead and click update. reload the page so it actually shows, and the authority builder will go away. All right, perfect. So now we have our menu. This submenu I will get to in a second after we publish the page. So up here, you can go ahead and change the image of your membership website. And this is normally just the product image of the site. And then go ahead and give your membership site a name, add the little tagline there. And then we could come in here and change the author information. So you'd swap it out for your own photo and then go ahead and give yourself a little description of who you are. On the left-hand side, the navigation, you have a couple of options here. I've set up the membership breadcrumbs automatically for you. And so you can just go in here and change the settings. I'll get more into that on the actual module page. And then the module lessons will show up using the breadcrumbs, and then you have the bonuses and downloads and resources. I'll go through each one of these individually. And then of course, you can add your course introduction video right here. So what you're gonna want to do first before you start diving into all these different little elements is publish this page. And so the first thing you're going to do before you publish the page is come up here to membership settings, membership page restrictions, and give it a level. So you can see here I have Aspire Notebook, Insiders, Elite, Titans, Agency, Agency, Agency. Okay, we're doing Aspire Notebook because this is going to be free. And then you can set a delay for when this page is live inside of their membership site, and then you can create a redirect. And this is something that's really cool where you can actually set up individual upsell pages based upon people trying to access things that they don't have access to yet. And then we'll go to membership page settings, and you get to choose whether this is a product, a category, a subcategory, or a content or lesson. So this is going to be a category, and then you're going to go ahead and click update. And so you have to choose whatever it's going to be. You click OK, and then we go back to membership settings, and we go membership page settings, and now we can choose which product it applies to. If you're creating a new product, then you'd go ahead, you would have selected product. And so the hierarchy goes product, then it goes category, module, subcategory, submodule, and then content, post, lesson. Personally, I think subcategory, submodule is the most detailed you need to go. I think after that, you're probably going to be overcomplicating things. And then you'll go ahead and give it a category name. Now, this is important for setting up those membership breadcrumbs that I'm going to be walking you through later in this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and call this Membership Site Master Builder and give it a quick description and click update. Now we're almost ready to publish the page here. We're going to go to layout settings one more time, and we're going to choose a page thumbnail. So I've chosen the main course thumbnail here. You also can just select from a gallery. If you don't already have these all set up, you can just select from a gallery. And OptimizePress tells you that if you want to create your own, it's 300 by 170 pixels. So I'm just going to go ahead and X out of that. And then we'll go ahead and publish, and you'll see why it's so important to get started publishing your homepage right away. Okay, so now that we have our homepage published, there are a couple of things that we need to do. The first thing we need to do is go back over to menus, and menus was under appearance and menus, and then we're going to create a new menu. And we're going to create a menu just for this course. So this menu is going to have all the module and lesson pages and download pages. So I'm going to name it 3 again to help us stay organized. And I'm going to actually call it what it is, which is the Master Membership Builder. And then I'm going to go ahead and create menu. And once we've created the menu, we'll go ahead and choose the home page. So the home page is the one right here at the top of most recent because we just published it. And then we'll click down to edit and change it to the name that we want to show on the navigation. And we'll go ahead and click Save Menu. And we'll go back to the page we're working on. And now that we have our menu set up, we can come up here to layout settings, header navigation, navigation bar below, and we can select the one we just set up, Master Membership Builder Update. And now as we create new lesson or course pages, we can add that to the menu and it will show up here. So I'll go through how to do that when we set up the course page. So that is the basics of all there is to it to setting up your homepage. Again, you can come in here and just swap out all of the text and copy and elements for what is relevant to your course. So now what I'd like to do is go through the membership breadcrumbs. So because now that you've published a page, you'll notice here it says no child membership pages found. Please note pages blah, blah, blah that aren't published won't show up, which is why it's important to, as soon as you have your page and you named it, you have the thumbnail, go ahead and publish it so it starts showing up. And so we'll go ahead and click edit. We'll come in here and select Aspire Notebook because that's the overarching product. And the category we have here is Master Membership Builder. And so for you would be selecting here would be your main product and then your category or subcategory page. And so Master Membership Builder is the subcategory page in this instance. We're going to go ahead and click insert, and you'll see that still nothing's showing up because there's no module or lesson pages to the product that we've created. However, if you come down here and you look at this navigation, you can see Master Membership Builder now shows up, and we come over here and you see Master Membership Builder now shows up in the navigation. So this will populate once we create our lesson or module page. And that does it for this particular template. So as always, you can go through the table of contents to get more details. And of course, you can mess with this template or other templates as much as you want. So the final step is we would go back to choose the last template, and the last template will be the module page itself. And you'll notice it's very similar to what we have from the course homepage. And that's because you really don't need to get super complicated with the setup and design. So over here on the left-hand side, I've actually created multiple layouts for you to choose from. You definitely don't need to keep all of these. So for this, I'm just going to go ahead and delete these guys because I'm just going to keep the basic navigation links that I have right here. And you'll notice that the Membership Master course link isn't showing up yet, and that's because I haven't refreshed the page or published this guy. So we'll go ahead, we'll go to membership settings, and we'll set the page restrictions. We'll say Aspire Notebook or higher, and then we'll say membership page settings, and this is going to be a subcategory. And we're going to update, we'll let it load, reload the entire page. Once the page reloads, we'll go back to membership settings, and now we can get really specific. The product is going to be the Aspire Notebook, and then the category is going to be the Master Membership Builder, and then we can go ahead and name the module. So this would be Module 1, give it a little description, and go ahead and click Update. And the only thing we have left to do is go ahead and give it a thumbnail. So we'll go to Layout Settings, and we'll choose the page thumbnail. And while we're here, we might as well set up the navigation. So bar below the header, we're going to go ahead and set it to Master Membership Builder, so that will give all of the links that are related specifically to this product. And then we'll go ahead and select all courses for alongside the logo so people can easily jump between the courses that they have. We'll go ahead and click Update, and all of the links up there will change. And as you can see, all of the links have been updated. And what's great is we're done. All we have to do is change out the menu items in the future. So now we're going to go ahead and click Publish, and we'll click Save and Continue. And while we're doing that, we'll go back to menus. We'll refresh the menus page, because now that we have a lesson page, we come back over to menus. And this time I'm going to go to View All to show you how the hierarchy is starting to play out. And I'm going to scroll down, and you can see here, here's the product, Aspire Notebook. The new product we're building, Master Membership Builder. Of course, when you're putting this together, whatever product you are putting together will probably be an actual product itself. I'm just doing it a sub of Aspire Notebook, so it's easy to show examples in the future. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Module 1 Online Course Creation. I changed the name due to some settings, and that is what I'm going to add to the menu. And you'll see as we create more modules and more things underneath Master Membership Builder, you can always go View All, and it will be right underneath there. So we're going to go ahead and add that, and I'm just going to take off the end, so it's Module 1. I don't want the menu to be menu names to be super long, so I've gone ahead and saved that, so we can go back to the page that we're working on. And I'm going to refresh it, reload, and I'll show you some things that have changed now that we actually have a published module page. So the first thing you'll notice is that we have these breadcrumbs up here. This is already in there for you. And then when we go over to the Membership Master Builder homepage and we scroll down, we see module lessons, Module 1 Online Course Creation is now there. And again, in that settings, we chose the product, which is the Aspire Notebook, or then we have the category, Master Membership Builder, and we didn't choose a subcategory. We just want to show everything that's under this category, and that's the module page that we just created. And so we're going to go back to the module page. Again, you can switch out for all of your own pictures and your names, and you'll switch out your, I'll get to the video and the video naming in a second. We have the breadcrumbs. We'll scroll down here. The last thing I want to point out is the membership and child pages here. And the reason why I'm doing it this order is because once you have all of these components set up, then it's just copying and pasting these module pages and switching out your module assets. So I'm going to go ahead and click edit one more time, and I'm going to select product, Aspire Notebook, category. We are building the Master Membership Builder, and then subcategory. If you're going to have modules with multiple pages, then you'd click module 1, and then all of the sub lesson pages would show up in this. Since we're not doing sub lessons here, I'm just going to go ahead and leave this blank, and it will show the same menu that it shows here. So is being shown here is the exact same that we're showing down here. So it's really easy for people to go through the different module pages. And as you can see in the menu, we have Membership Master Builder 1 and Module 1. So now people can easily navigate back and forth. And of course, we have the other products up here. So that is a very, I know this has been a long tutorial, but that's kind of as quickly as I could go through that. And I sincerely hope the free templates that I've included in the Aspire Notebook link below will help you go through this process extremely quickly. And now that you have your menus set up and you have your breadcrumbs set up, they're set to the proper product and the proper module, you can come up over here to click Save as Preset. And go ahead, give this a name. I'm going to name it 3 Master MB Module, whatever it's going to help me remember what product or service it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And the reason you want to do this is because now when you go to set up another module page, I'll go back to creating a new page. Instead of coming down here to a membership template, you can come up here and select from a preset. And then when you select and create a new module page from the preset, it's automatically going to have all of the things set up for you. You're still going to have to go through the process of going through the membership settings and setting up the membership access and page restrictions. But what's nice is all of these, you're not going to have to add these menus back in. You're not going to have to add all these breadcrumbs back in over and over and over again. So it's a really easy way to template the process. And so there's not a lot more to do with your membership website other than uploading all your wonderful content. But to create more than one video on a page, you can come up here and just duplicate the elements, and then you'd click and drag down and essentially do that as many times as you need to for as many videos as you have on the page. So now I want to get into the downloads and resources section. I actually use one more thing. I use Vimeo for all the videos, but you can check out a link in the YouTube description to a video comparing Vimeo and YouTube for hosting your course content. So downloads and resources, this is where things get really, really nice, where we have a membership files download feature where you can actually come in here and select which membership someone needs access to download the file, as well as which package. So this is really cool when it comes to upsells, because when it comes to upsells, if you're offering extra downloads or resources, you can have the exact same module page we have here. And then instead of having to create a whole separate page, what you can do is just come in here and say, okay, this is for the Aspire Elite people, and they need to have purchased, this package, right? So if they haven't purchased that extra package, it won't show up. So everyone who's on Aspire Elite but hasn't purchased this package won't see this download element, which is really cool. And then you come in here, you can choose an icon and then actually select the file. And all you need to do is put your bonus download so that they know this is the bonus that they're getting, and then membership site blueprint. And of course, you can go ahead and do that and add as many different downloads as you want here. And what's nice is each element doesn't necessarily have to be the same. So we're going to click open a new window. Let's say this one is available to everyone. So I'm just going to put it at Aspire Insiders. If everybody gets it. But then this last one, okay, maybe it's only for agency level 1 and any package, any person that that took an upsell or has a package. And then I can go ahead and click insert. And now you've dynamically changed what shows up in the download and resources section based upon what they've purchased. Of course, I do recommend, if you have a significant upsell, probably creating a separate page just from a value proposition standpoint. It'll have your members feel like they got more than just a couple extra PDFs or a couple extra videos. But that does it for creating your membership website. So let's go ahead, save and continue one more time, and we're going to preview a public link, and I'll show you how this all comes together. So here we are, we're on our module page. Here's our content, here's our downloads. We can click to other modules if we had any, or we can come back up here and go back home. And so this is our membership site homepage. We have our navigation on the left-hand side. If I want to go to the other products or services that they have, so I clicked on Aspire Notebook. Now they're inside of Aspire Notebook. If they need to go to Authority Builder, they can click and they'll go over to Authority Builder. They always have access to their members login, or if they want to go back to the membership website we just built, we'll go ahead and click Master Membership Builder, and bam, we're back on Master Membership Builder. And so having all the links up here allows people to easily go back and forth between all the products and services that they have access to, and they can always easily navigate within those products or services using the menu here, and of course the breadcrumbs and sub menus and sub modules using the OptimizePress membership element. So again, you will have access to all of these templates in the Aspire Notebook, or you can go ahead and make your own based on this design or other designs that you really like. Really, the sky is the limit. So I know this was a very, very long tutorial, but I wanted to make sure that we covered everything and you have everything you need to be successful with your membership website. So as always, make sure you check out the description for the table of contents so you can jump around in this video, and make sure to drop any comments or questions in the comment section. I read and reply to every single one. That does it. Happy membership site building.
Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative and actionable. If you got some value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe, because over on my channel, I'm documenting the entire process of what it takes to build an online business from scratch. And of course, putting together your optimized membership portal is just one small piece of that bigger picture of bringing your business to life. Go ahead and comment in the comment section below if you have any questions or feedback on this tutorial. I read and reply to every single one, and make sure you check out the link in the description for the Aspire Notebook, where you can download all of the templates that you saw in this video. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, download all of your free templates, and until the next video, keep building the business you love. Take care.